Welcome back to the channel, folks. This is daily update from MULN Stock, and we got to discuss sort of a bad news in my opinion. We're going to discuss that in a second. If you're new to the channel, do consider subscribing. I release a video every day, and the objective is to get you guys information. Let's look at that bad news. All right, this is Form 13D. When you file this with SEC, this means that somebody's acquiring something from insider point of view, right? Let's see what we got here. So the name of the person acquiring these shares is David Rice Party Limited. And how many shares they acquired? 178 million shares acquired. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. 178 million shares acquired. And that puts them to the 9% of the ownership of the total outstanding shares. Let's see, what does it say here? Well, let's see what it reads here. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me zoom out a little bit. All right. Includes share of common stock as defined below, underlying outstanding warrants as defined below, held by the reporting person as defined below, upon a cash exercise of the warrants. The reporting person have the right to acquire 178 million shares of the common stock. The warrants is when a company give out a warrant, you know, in return they get a certain amount of money, and the person can exercise that warrant whenever they want. What I'm trying to get to this is dilution, right? You just added 178 million shares to your total outstanding. Let's read further. The warrants include a cashless exercise provision, which may result in the issuance of a greater number of shares of common stock. Upon a cashless exercise of the warrants, as of February 27, 2023, the reporting person had the right to acquire 196 million shares of common stock. The percentage of ownership is calculated using 1.8 billion shares of the common stock outstanding, which is based on 1.7 billion shares common stock outstanding as February 9th. So now they had the right to acquire 196 million. They end up acquiring 178 million, which they exercised. Now we're just added 178 million shares to our total number of outstanding shares. I believe this warrant was exercised is because we know that March 7th is coming, okay? And they want to exercise this warrant right now because the levels are really like low, 21 cents. So now they got 178,000 shares, 178 million shares, I'm sorry. And once that pump comes on March 7th, I think they're going to come out of the position. So March 7th will be very crucial because March 7th is a conference where Bullinger is demonstrating the truck. And there's a lot of anticipation that day the stock is going to have a good run, good pump. So I think this is what this insider is doing. They're trying to purchase, they're trying to get all the shares now so they could get that benefit out of that on March 7th, in my opinion, right? I could be wrong, but this is what it seems like right now, because there's no point of getting the stocks right now when the stock is hovering around 21 cents. You know what I mean? So because it's ahead of time, right? They want to do it now. March 7th, they'll be ready to go and lock in and sell all the half of the shares probably at that point in time. So again, the stock is really low right now. We're anticipating that March 7th day, but for now, if it crossed this level that I have here, 21 cents from October, it could definitely go down to 20 cents, which I think it might get to, in before March 7th. However, is bouncing off of the October level. If it hit that supply level at 21 cents, if it crosses this level, of course, it get to 23 cents because at that point, there's not a lot of resistance at that point to get to the 23 cents. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing. I release video every day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.